What if I'm wrong? What if it's real? What if I am the real man who murdered my daddy dearest, and it was actually not Yanni Yogi? We've been talking about this multiple times over the course of this series. I do support the Wrightworth shippers. Unfortunately, they are incorrect. What they don't realize is that Miles Edgeworth is asexual, and therefore he does not ship with anybody. He is happily unwed and will remain that way till the end of his days. By choice. Because he likes it that way. This letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Think about it. If he was really innocent, that means I must have been the murderer. There's no other explanation. Yo, 6, I shot my father. It's like, even if that was true, there is no universe in which he convicts someone for doing something like that at that age. No universe. No universe. Not even in, like, the corrupt criminal trial system of Japan. What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. We could talk to Grossberg. Maybe he'll actually be working today. Oh hey, it's you. You don't work. I didn't know you had a job. Hello there, what's wrong? You look troubled, my dear boy. I can't... Just tell me what happened. That's my girl. Yes, the FF14 cut of we're going to explain the story now so that we don't have to show it. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. I wonder... If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Consider this. Your certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagined. Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. Apparently all attorneys are British in my head. Just nothing I can do about that. Except for Nick, but Nick's not a real lawyer. He's not really. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about this? What do you know about Edgeworth's father? This reminds me, like, where do you think Jenks falls on that that graph? There's like the detective graph of from one axis is could figure out how the Death Note works versus couldn't. And the other axis is could solve the Death Note murders versus couldn't. Where do you think Jenks would fall on that spectrum? I'm thinking he would be able to figure out how the Death Note works, but not solve the murders. No. Other way around. Jenks would solve the Death Note murders, but have no idea how the Death Note works. Likewise, I think Phoenix could figure out how the Death Note works and the Death Note murders. Something tells me Phoenix Wright would know. Something tells me he would just be able to figure it out. He'd probably stumble into it ass backwards, but he would know. He would figure it out. You may have had one pin, I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. Von Karma's an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result is a perfect record in court. Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. He lost and died in despair, as it were. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called a spirit medium. Your mama. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was you. She was, you see. Yet now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. And not the medium herself. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying that he lied through a spirit medium to protect Edgy-Poo. It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. He killed Hammond. He defended clients not for their sakes, but his own. He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. You'll understand soon enough. Wait. This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Have any idea who wrote this? Could it be Maverick Von Karma? Or would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma, Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. Which means that Von Karma was the true culprit all along. Correct, Manfred Von Karma himself. Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? If it is truly Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. That I don't know. I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and perfectionist. He may seek sapphire grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? 15 years ago, Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted, he won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mitch Edgeworth's accusation stood. It was the only penalty Von Karma ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Unusual events for the man. And so this is the crux. This is the crux of what we are going to deal with in trial tomorrow. By tomorrow, I mean in a few minutes. Go to the sea to You always read you about vacations, Maya. The only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Why would he take such a long vacation? I won't let him. I won't let him plead guilty. So murder is murder, you know. Actually, we call that manslaughter. It's a very different crime. I know that! Just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he killed someone. Invite to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care! I know he's not guilty! Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. How was anything? In fact, I think the chances of finding something are very slim. Alright. There are police materials. We just need to go to, the Criminal Affairs Department. Here. Okay, for real. Let's go to the records room. Again, as long as he's there. Von Karma's in the records room, huh? What will Von Karma be doing in this room? Only here is yesterday. I'm sure they hadn't had a chance to clean. Nothing. The file cabinet's open. Unsolved cases evidence. Karma. You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? Defense team? Aha, I beg your pardon. You see, I rather remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. Fool! You think I, prosecutor, will give you a defense attorney information? Bah! But it's a very good-looking badge, though. You're a student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate. So on Karma, you had an axe around with legs of red razor with it, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your perfect record. So you did, but what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. Just go, you mean. You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We're all in agreement. Alright, well, I guess we can examine this. I don't see anything worth noting here. Don't touch his evidence. Alright. I feel like... Karma, I have a... Oh, right. Yes. It was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble of bringing it to me. You saved me from a lot of needless hassle. A stun gun for self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter. Out of my way! Well, that was quite the shock. He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the L6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. She okay? The letter. Did he take it? Yeah. Yeah, he got us. I did as fast as I could, but no one shot from that thing knocked me out. Well, I mean, that's a lot of volts. Or a medium, I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. Wish I hadn't woken up at all. Aw, poor Maya. Poor Maya. Better self-confidence first. A bullet? DL6 incident evidence number 7 taken from the heart of the Gregory Edgeworth. She stole a clue back! She stole the clue back! Court tomorrow. Alright, that means it's time for the final trial of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Kinda. Kinda, sorta. Not really, actually. Not really. Defendant's lobby number 2. This is the final day of the trial of the Christmas murder. Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. Oof. All right. Edgeworth is looking like death. What are you doing? The pat on the shoulder. Right. Yeah, discharge. What's got into that girl? A stun gun, actually. Detective gun shoe. Good morning? Question mark? Hey! He found the runaway. Took all night, pal. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Incredible. You want revenge of Edgeworth? He couldn't remember his past. He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Yes, we are. We are going to prove everything. The trial of Miles Edgeworth. The prosecution is ready. It's the It is dawn of the final day. You can submit decisive evidence. Understood. Your opening statements. We didn't get all the masks. We did get this bullet. No. This bullet. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. At today's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Please bring the witness to the courtroom. Hey, it's this guy again. It's this asshole. I believe you will remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness! Why'd you run? Like a coward. You can't object to the judge. He's not running away as he will now testify. You can't object to judge. Why I left court. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? Figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I did need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. The testimony yesterday stands as it is. I wasn't running away or nothing. He's just about to say why. It's so hard for you to wait quietly and listen while someone is talking. Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. Well, I kinda got lost, you see? Witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. That is true, Onyx. You are correct. Like, if you can prove that someone killed them, very often you don't actually need to know why. That's more of a, like, a payoff. But not really relevant in most trials. It is kind of funny how, like, we always center a motive as a big, like, part of courtroom dramas, when motive rarely ever actually matters. That is actually a very good point. A very good point. Nice try on Karma. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Like it. And how could you know that you don't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. Witness has testified clearly he has no memory of who he is. You claim he's lying, then show the court proof. motive things, I don't got one.
Objection.
Repeat myself, Mr. Wright. Witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge, it's impossible. Yes, Your Honor? Judge! 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 How could this not be relevant? Sometimes the judge just says the dumbest fucking things in this game, I swear to Christ. It's our lies. How? You're saying he has a motive and a reason to kill Phoenix? How would that be relevant to the murder trial? I don't know. Could you explain it to me? Cause I'm a dipshit. What you claim? Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho ho! Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who is he? It is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. The name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident! So, someone who, as I've said a couple times, I've kind of gone down the hole of a real lawyer plays Phoenix Wright. And one of those videos pointed out, if this is the same courtroom that DL6 incident took place in 15 years ago, there's a very high chance someone in this building knows who Yanni Yogi is and what he looks like. So it really should not be hard to just go through the building and say, do you remember that Yanni Yogi fucker from 15 years ago? Does that guy look like him? It wouldn't be hard. Hell, apparently the judge knows who he was because he was the bailiff at the time. What does this mean? He has a clear motive. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Coming to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man has witnessed this Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how could you propose to prove this to the court? It's a court of law, you may recall. You need proof. It's very funny how, like, the prosecution can just make shit up without proving it, but then it's up to us to prove things. I find that incredibly fascinating in all of these games. The witness has lost his memory. I'm gonna prove you use Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. It's okay, it's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. And we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file from Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. That makes sense. Tisk, tisk, tisk! I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. The witness has no fingerprints! What are you fucking talking about, you old asshole? Before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at chemical plants. I burned my fingers working with the stuff, but yup. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. It says fingerprints. I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. There's definitely not a ton of other ways, like asking someone who fucking works here. What will you do, Mr. Wright? The case has been decided, no? I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one! His fingerprints. What do I do? Are you ready for some shit? Are you ready for some horse shit? It's like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, hmm? Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot. No, you're not. No, you can't. No. You can't. This is silly. No, you couldn't do this. It's impossible. The defense would like to take up Mr. Von Karma on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. The real lawyers, like, there's more than one of those channels. Every single one of them was just completely dead. On the floor dead. At the idea of cross-examining an animal in the middle of a courtroom. Every single one of them just lost their fucking minds. What do you think, Von Karma? What do you think, Judge? This is fucking stupid! This is fucking stupid! Objection! Wait a second, Von Karma. This was your idea. You can't back out. No takesies backsies. Unfortunately, Onyx, in Phoenix Wright world, there is a very important law which is no takesies backsies. You cannot takesies backsies, and therefore it is a legal suggestion. That is the law of Phoenix Wright world. On the contrary, Von Karma, the parrot cross-examination was your idea, not mine. You are not allowed to say it's stupid. You're not allowed to say it's stupid because you're the one that said it, not me. That's how this works. This is the craziest shit. Alright. This is what Karma going, you know what? Fuck this. This is stupid. Go ahead. Go ahead and I will go out. I will make some popcorn. I will just watch. Should you go through with this and nothing comes of it, I hope you're ready for the consequences. This is crazy. Well, she'll want to go through with your little game. Yes. Yes! Yes! Let the parrot take the stand!